Good morning, welcome back to the mill. Today we're going to be working on a project that's been needed for a while. It's extending the old central machinery sawmill from the 12-foot rails. We're going to put these 20-footers on. The original rails are actually 2-inch up, 4-inch channels to the side. I bought these a few years back with plans to do it, but they are 3x3 angle. But it should work fine. This angle is heavy duty. The supports will be drilled in, and we'll have some other bracing and some wood cribbing. We're not going to bore you with all the drilling, but we did space everything out here on 4-foot centers. That's what these marks are here. And we also looked at where the Harbor Freight stops. The blade will actually stop about here, so it won't cut all the way here. There's a stop, so there's like a 22-inch dead space here. And on the other end, we've got about an 18-inch dead space right here that it won't work out. So what we're going to do is just start the supports there. That way it should be able to do about 18-foot material. Shouldn't be a problem. And then from there we went 4-foot on everything, especially off the center here, so we can still cut 8-foot logs. The center right here is at 10 foot. Then we went 4 foot that way, 4 foot that way. And what we're doing is using these original braces here that came off of the Harbor Freight. So we will drill about 20 holes and we'll be back in touch with you. Don't want to bore you with drilling holes, but just giving you an update on how it is, and as we get it done, we'll be back in touch. Thanks. Alright, we're drilling a 1/4 inch or so pilot hole before we drill the 1/2 inch, so it's taking a little time, not too bad. I've already got 4 done, but just to take you along, we'll let you watch drill 1 here. It's going pretty quick though. Nice. 1 rail is done on 5 holes drilled. Then the other, then clean them out with a 1/2 inch and put the stops on. And other than that, we got our log holding bar. And if I decide to paint it or not, this baby should be ready to rock. So we'll be back in touch shortly. Alright, back at it. Got all the 1/2 inch holes drilled for the braces that go through here. May have to put another hole in there to hold it because of the way the 4-inch channel was 4 here and this is only 3, so there's like an inch difference, and they had another hole here, so it could cattywampus a little bit, I'm not sure. But the next thing we got to drill is, this is the end stop for the mill. It keeps the mill from rolling off the end. We got to drill 8 holes here. The 20 holes went really fast. Or the 10, I'm sorry. It was 20 because I drilled with a 1/4, then went to a 1/2 inch, but I was really surprised how quick it went. So I should have done this years ago. These things have been sitting around here since about 2018. But anyways, that's where we're at. We're going to drill the stops next. All right, welcome back. We had a little technical difficulties and lost a card where we drilled all the holes for everything. I mean, you saw me drill the holes, but as far as putting the rails together, so we lost that part of the video, unfortunately. But now we've got everything mounted, switched over. All the frames are in. We spaced them out. They're 4 foot here in the center, and I think 5 on the end. And this one I left the stop, so the blade actually should stop about a couple of inches past the beam here, and then we kind of got the railroad track set up here as far as got everything leveled out now. We're going to drill holes and screw the frame into the angle iron frame into the boards here, and we got it leveled as best as we could. not perfect, but it is what it is for rough cut lumber. Other than that, the only thing now, we got to shim out the wheels. The old rails were like 29.5, and this one is, the way I drilled it, it's off about 1/4 of an inch, so I got to shim out. You see the wheels don't quite hit on the rail. It's pretty much one width, 1/4 inch. So we have loosened the bolts, and I say we all the time because my nephew helps me a lot, but he's not here. But anyways, we're gonna put a shim in here and shim this bar out this way and do it to both sides so it's equal distance on both sides. And we got all the stops in, and other than that, she should be ready to fire up and start making some longer lumber. A little backfilling around the railroad timbers, but that's how we got it extended now. So we can do 18 foot for sure. Would love to do longer, but the biggest problem is limitations on my property and getting logs up here, getting a trailer up here. For one thing, about 14, 16 is not ideal. 18 I could do, especially if I drop trees here for some of these trailers. Got plenty of oaks and things around here that need to come down that are old, probably dead, rotten. I got a couple of dead ones already I got to get, but anyways. So this is where we're at. We're getting ready to shim it out, and we will fire it up, and hopefully the next. All right, welcome back. Now we got everything together finally. Got all the sleepers drilled in. Everything's good to go. Leveled up, and we got the last of that crotch walnut. I think we can still get a slab off of it. So we're gonna do a little test run here, see how she does. But we'll be right back and once we get her fired up and warmed up. Just wanted to give y'all an update, and we'll carry on. Be right back. All right, we're back. Now we got the log cut down on one side, and realized I had a little boo-boo here. I put the log stops here to hold everything up, and for cutting the boards and keeping the thing from going off. The blade rotates, I guess it'd be counterclockwise, so it kind of wants to throw the wood that way. So you really have to have a support over here. That's how I had it set up before on the Harbor Freight, but I had moved it on the other side thinking, because a lot of times I roll logs over it, and sometimes it's hard to get back up. So I thought, oh, I'll be smart and put the bars on the opposite side over here, which I had, but quick fix. Had to unbolt everything, bolt it back in, thank God. Same hole pattern, so not too big of a deal. But now, hopefully, we can get this thing cut down, fire the mill back up, and finally get this walnut done, and then maybe start getting some big orders here with some bigger stuff and see where we're at. I think this thing's going to end up cutting about 3 inches now, because it used to cut down to 2, and now since we raised the track 1 inch, it should end up going 3 inches off the bottom. I'll have to do some shim plates if I want some thinner boards or anything, but yeah. So what happens here. Hopefully it won't fly off. throw you off. So we got it. It's working. So another walnut slab off the book. Looks like it's about 3 inches thick. So this is what I thought. So but that's fine. That'll work. So the mill extension is done. Let's set this thing off here. Mill extension is done. It works. Cutting very, very level. Everything's good. We got everything leveled out. So we had a little issue at the beginning. The log twisted where I cut it down there. That little piece there was kind of holding it out, and it was binding against the edge of the blade guide there. But anyways, I was pushing the log over my foot. Doesn't happen very often, but we got it. So we are done. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and come back and see what we get into. Have a good day.